What's up, everyone? Welcome to the latest edition of the Disney Morning Show. And boy, is it definitely morning today. My name is Jimmy Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. That's Kyle Burbank, our executive order. You know what I should do today? Because I am done. I should have just said, Kyle, you're driving today, man. You're in charge. Too late now. All right, so we're going to talk to you about what's going on in the world of Disney. It is ESPN Day. Yeah, I know you're all celebrating. You guys are all out there celebrating, drinking, gallivanting, whatever the words are. I don't know. Is gallivant not a word?
If it is, I don't know it. I think you mean gallivanting, but I don't know.
Wasn't Gallivant a show on ABC for a while? Some singing.
Gallivant was, yes, okay. With a G.
My bad. Let's get started.
Inglorious 360p.
If that was actually good quality, I was going to suggest we clip that and just make that our no intro for this segment, but we can't look at that.
Maybe we can find a better one somewhere, because that's a fun idea.
All right, so yeah, ESPN did ring the bell this morning for ESPN Day as they launched their new app. What's it called? ESPN?
It's called ESPN. Apparently, it's not important enough to replace the Fantastic Four on the investor relations page.
That's a little surprising. All right,
maybe we'll get a photo of. Maybe they'll just take Tony's photo, Appy ringing the bell, and use that for their next.
Yeah, they should have at least changed that today. Should we have done something for ESPN Day with our logo?
I could probably make that happen still. It's early. It's the morning.
If you can, I think that might be a good idea. A good way
do a quick Google search and type in the words ESPN font and see what come up, and that will dictate whether or not we do it.
All right. And in celebration of ESPN Day, the stock is down 0.63% on the day, about the same as it was yesterday when we did this, but it has since gone up and now down. So the stock market is not celebrating as much as Disney is. It's here. Well, no, not quite, but it's almost here. And Disney has released a cool new video to get you all excited for Beak and Barrel, the new location coming to the Magic Kingdom very, very soon. Reservations. They tried again yesterday. They succeeded. Reservations were had by one and all that were able to get them.
I don't know about one and all, but
at least if you were able, tech was not the holdup. It did not seem.
Yeah, it was still interesting. You see what happens. I joined the queue just to try it, even though obviously I was not going to make a reservation, as I have no plans to be visiting Florida. But it was interesting. I toggled. I'm like, 2 people, and then it was like almost nothing. And then I just went to 4 people, and then several things opened up. And I'm like, do they really want 4 people? That much more than 2? But it was just because every time I'd click it, it would, stuff would pop up and then it would go away because everyone, is speculatively joining these things. Right. So they open it quickly. So it was an interesting. Yeah, you're like, okay, I guess this is kind of a challenge, but it's one that they should get used to because they do this all the time.
All right, so actually at the park, that was a little preview they did for some of the libations and victuals coming to the lounge. But at the park, they're actually nearing completion. The walls are down. You still can't see anything because the bushes remain up, but the walls are down. That's something. So you can see this is an Adventureland across from Pirates of the Caribbean. I think it used to be called the Tortuga, something with a T. Do you remember the exact name of what it was?
No.
Okay. Well, that location, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is now going to be this.
On the 5 days a week it was open, or 5 days a year that it was open.
Yeah, it was not open very much. And then got some more previews. So this is what the entrance actually is going to be looking like. So thank you, Disney, for putting this out.
And when Jeremiah goes, do you think he's going to eat the octopus?
He works for us. I think we get to make that decision. This is when I wish Mac was still around.
Yeah,
he's still alive, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Beak and Barrel coming soon. I'm saying soon over and over again because I
I think
forgot
it's
to
the
note.
29th.
Thank you. The 29th,
That's
and
my, I think. If that's a Friday, that makes sense.
and they will be. I'm sure Jeremiah will be there one way or another. I'm sure
There's an
Jeremiah will
event
be
in the
there.
next few days, so
Okay.
hopefully they'll be getting a preview. I don't know.
All
But
right.
I have some exciting news because
Oh, correction. Thank you very much, Luke. I thought it was taking over Tortuga Tavern. It is not. It is taking over the Pirates League. The Pirates League. So thank
Pirates
you
League was
very
mentioned in
much.
our article this morning, but then he took it out because he was wrong about something. Um,
Okay.
But moving on to the Beatles. So I will say I almost told you guys about this
Ah,
the other day because I noticed that the Beatles were teasing an anthology thing and thinking to myself, well, Disney Plus has been doing a lot of Beatles stuff lately. Wouldn't it be awesome if remastered versions of the Beatles anthology, which aired on ABC in America in the 90s, would come to Disney Plus? And sure enough, that's what's happening. So the Beatles dropped a ton of news this morning. There's a new book coming. There's a new re-release of the first 3 anthologies, plus a 4th anthology album coming. And there's the docuseries. It was 8 parts. Now it's going to be 9. There's going to be some previously unseen footage that they'll be adding.
I thought they filmed
and
more.
make a 9th episode. No, they'll just add footage from when they were making the first one back in the 90s when George was still alive. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And I get to see my favorite quote from the Beatles anthology where Paul's talking about the White Album. And he says, it was good. It sold. It's the bloody Beatles White Album. Shut up.
Are you going to please Nikki B here?
No, I did my, I guess I could do Ringo. He's still alive. It's not good. It's not good at all. That was Irish in there for some reason. But yeah, November 26th, Beatles anthology on Disney Plus. I will be watching. And
so you will be watching this. So many things we bring up. Kyle's like, maybe. Probably not. This, you're excited. You're going to be watching.
Oh, I am very excited because I've seen a little bit of this. It's harder to find than you'd think. They did a physical release back in the day. I'm sure I could buy it off of eBay, but now I don't have to because I can watch it remastered in all its glory.
We're the Beatles on the Kyle list of best acts of all time.
Very, very high.
Okay.
I don't know if they're my favorite band, but they're what I listen to the most, at least in the past year or so.
Really? You actually listen to Beatles on a real basis?
And the Beatles, yeah.
Wow.
I have a Beatles tattoo. Anyway, something
so
I
much
didn't
about
watch and had no idea about is Imagineer That, which was hosted by this guy, Tom Morrow 2.0, who apparently appeared in Innoventions at Epcot in a section called Road to Tomorrow. I was unfamiliar with this character. I'll admit, I obviously know Tom Morrow. And so when we got the tease about a Tom Morrow 2.0, I didn't realize there already was a Tom Morrow 2.0. I'm like, well, which one are we what's 2.0 then? Is it from the original, or are we talking the Nathan Lane? Are we talking the Robin Williams? But apparently imagine he is its own thing. So yeah, it seems like they're teasing a new series with him because there's a YouTube logo. Like I said, there is a Walt Disney World event, so I don't know if we'll get news there. But D23, Destination D23 also coming up.
Sorry.
So we'll hear more then.
I rue my lack of mute.
But yes, I guess the Imagineer That was a series of interstitials on the Disney Channel. Must have been after my time.
Yes, I do remember those. How annoying. Just put a little button. Every other player has one. Use Instagram. How hard is it? Put a mute button on there.
All right. So yes, to answer your question from earlier, Nikki B, that's what that thing was Tom Morrow 2.0.
Yeah, I'm surprised Nikki B doesn't recognize that. Was he? He wasn't only at Disney World, was he? I could swear he was at Disneyland somewhere.
Well, Innoventions had a Tom Morrow, but that was the Nathan Lane one.
Yeah, no, I remember that. But for some reason, I feel like I've seen that little wheeling guy somewhere other than Disney World, but maybe I'm wrong.
Luke, fact checker on Bunspin. Luke, please.
Tony's watching too. When you can't discern if that was the video or Doobie's actual 1997 typing.
He likes that travel.
All right. The Birdcage is coming to the lobby.
Speaking of Robin Williams.
And Nathan Lane. Was Robin Williams in the Birdcage?
Yeah.
Really? I've never seen it. I just think of Nathan Lane. Okay.
So I derailed you. Sorry.
I'm reading the comments now. I've already given my excuse for the day. This is the Grand Floridian lobby where they are. What, Nikki B? What are you talking about? This is the Grand Floridian lobby where they are putting in a bar for some inexplicable reason. But the one nice thing is it does look a lot like the birdcage that used to be in this location. So at least they remember that. But yeah, it's coming along. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And it is looking about as nice as it possibly can, which is still a bar in the lobby for some reason. And yes, I'm bitter. And I would love to be wrong, and this somehow turned out to be the greatest thing ever, but I'm
not. Nope, that's jumping too far ahead. Sorry, MCU. We got some news from the MCU that I'm excited about because Spider-Man: Brand New Day has added Tremel Tillman, who you might know as Milchek on Severance.
I know this guy is Milchek on Severance.
Yeah, and that's why I'm excited that he's. If you could share the photo with the rest of us,
Did I not?
You would recognize him as Milchek from Severance. But yeah, we don't know what role he's going to be playing in Spider-Man: Brand New Day, but we know that he's going to be in it. They are filming now, and the movie will be released July 31st, 2026.
I know you watch Severance. I'm sure I knew you watched Severance. There's Milchek. You're more used to seeing him like this. That's not Milchek.
Surprised you didn't go with the marching band clip.
I wanted to. I assumed that would be the first thing to come up, and it
you
didn't.
Would think.
So I had to go with what was there. Because when I think Milchek, I think marching band.
Did you see when they did the panel at Paley Fest? He got I won't mention which marching band it was, but they flooded into the hall and he led them.
Well, just the USC Trojans.
It was the USC Trojans.
Thank you for that mentioning them. And yes, I did see that. Where is it? Goodness, what's next here?
What's next? WWE.
I guess I missed opening up that link. So give me a moment.
Yeah, brother.
So as you know, the WWE is coming to ESPN, which for what is the word? Low-key wrestling nerds like me is a good thing. You know, two of my favorite things, wrestling and Disney. So it's coming sooner than you may have thought because WrestlePalooza, the inaugural WrestlePalooza, is kicking off. Is coming September 20th. That is less than a month away. It is being broadcast live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. And it's going to stream live on the new ESPN DTC service, which is, this is why it's ESPN Day at 4 p.m. Eastern. Nope, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Is that standard or daylight time, Kyle?
When is it?
September 20th.
That would still be daylight.
Okay, so 4 p.m. Eastern. Nope, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific daylight time in the respective time zone. ESPN is now the exclusive U.S. home for all WWE PLEs, premium live events, including upcoming events like Crown Jewel on October 11th, the Survivor Series on October 29th, and this inaugural event will be headlined by the legendary John Cena. Look closer in what is billed, you never know, but it's billed as his last match in Indianapolis. ESPN app, the new home for WWE premium live events.
I have a question for you, Doobie.
Sure.
Did the suffix Palooza exist before Lollapalooza? Is it like a Watergate thing where now everything's a gate because of that one thing? Like
I believe it was invented by Lollapalooza. I cannot think of Palooza being a thing prior to that, and it certainly has been a thing since that. And just like Gate, just like Watergate.
Interesting.
Just funny because that's just the name of the hotel. And they just decided to take the second half of it and use it for everything. They could have chose
it
water.
wasn't about water, believe it or not.
They could have chose water as the thing to tag it to instead of Disney Gate. It could have been Water Disney, but no, they went Gate. Your turn.
Cool. The Muppets are coming to Broadway, but not on their own. They're joining illusionist Rob Lake, who you might know from America's Got Talent et al. He's going to be doing a special show called Rob Lake Magic with special guests, the Muppets. Previews will. This is going to be at the Broadhurst Theater. What? I'm
just now seeing Luke with the correction that Robin Williams was the timekeeper, not Tom Morrow.
So was it the same figure? Because I thought that they look very similar. Maybe that's why I was confused. Is that they're similar figures, not the same name or something like that? Anyway, the Muppets.
Al says, or perhaps that's a
AI.
comment, the term palooza, as it is used today, often in event names, is derived from the word Lollapalooza, which, when Lollapalooza came out, I knew it was a rip on Lollapalooza. I just totally forgot. Yes, I'm old enough to remember the first Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza itself is an Americanism dating back to the earliest 20th century, meaning something extraordinary or exceptional. It was popularized by the music festival of the same name, which was founded by Perry Farrell in 1991. Farrell reportedly found the word in a dictionary and also recalled hearing it in a Three Stooges film. So thank you, Tony, Betty, and Al. Continue.
But the Muppets with Rob Blake. Previews will begin October 28th. It'll officially open November 6th and is scheduled to run through January 18th. Tickets will go on sale September 4th. So look forward to that. And then we got some news from ahead of Destination D23. We were actually talking about this off air right after the show. But so they have Mickey's of Glendale, which is the store that's at Imagineering, and they have a thing at events like D23 and Destination D23, and people get really excited because they get to shop at the store that is at Imagineering, except that they create collections for it. So you're not really buying the stuff from Imagineering, you're buying new collections of stuff that they created for the event. But anyway, some of those new events, some of those new collections include this Passport collection as seen here. There's also a Mary Blair inspired Disney Destinations collection. So you can, that's still part of the Passport collection. It has almost looks like New York subway letters on the one shirt there.
These are actual Imagineers, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. And then yes, this is the Destinations collection. There's also going to be a Muppet Studios collection that they did not share photos of, and then the classic Walt Disney Imagineering collections with the logo. In fact, maybe logos for Imagineering.
Is this a style, like the shirt kind of tucked in, kind of hanging out?
It's not for me, but maybe it's for people more stylish than me.
Tony, you out there?
Okay, I said more stylish than me. Wow. Destination D23 runs from August 29th through Sunday, August 31st.
And as you may have heard, sorry, waiting for the page to load.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? Am I supposed to jump ahead?
As you may, am I not supposed to do it?
We could do it again. That's fine. We didn't really talk about it.
All right. Well, the page isn't loading, so it's ESPN Day. Woo! Go on.
Yay.
Laughing place not wanting to load. What is up with that?
Well, it's one of those train wreck shows where maybe we considered moving it to private after it airs. It's not that bad yet.
Give me 1 second to do a quick reset. This happens not often, and it resets itself. But since we
should get a better IT guy.
Since we need it right now, and I'm here, let me do a quick stop and start and see if that takes care of it.
Any comments? We have an I don't think so, Tim. I'm guessing that's in relation to the random shirt tuck.
There we go.
And also referencing our news about Home Improvement and shifting gears from yesterday.
What was that news? I mean, I know the news
about the people of Home Improvement being on shifting gears.
All right. Around LP, this is where we showcase some of the stuff on our site that's not necessarily news, but still of great interest. Like, for example, Bill Gausel. I'm waiting for a correction on that pronunciation. Did I do okay?
Gausel? Yeah.
Gausel? Okay. He went to Disney World recently. Happened to run into him there. And he wrote an article, very nice, on these are the people you meet in your neighborhood, some of the wonderful cast member encounters he had there, and because as we all know, they are the ones that make the magic. So just a delightful article from a guy who writes a lot of delightful articles, even though he did not mention running into me anywhere in that.
He might in a future one. He's got a few other, as he's calling this mini series, postcards from a trip that he'll be sharing in the coming days and weeks.
Gotcha.
But someone else who recently went to Walt Disney World is Jim Smith, and he was fortunate enough to go on a VIP tour and share some of the ins and outs and what you can expect from that and whether or not it's worth it. It's obviously not a inexpensive experience, but yeah, it's another article you can check out about other people besides us that maybe don't go quite as often as us. You can find out their perspectives over on Laughing Place.
That's a good read because a VIP tour, while it is not inexpensive by any stretch of the imagination, is probably, unless you've investigated, I bet it's cheaper than you think it is, especially when you take into account how much you can get done, how many people you can bring, and maybe as a result, you'll skip 1 or 2 other days at the park, so fewer number of days you have to buy. It's not as bad as you think.
And especially when you compare to whatever the Lightning Lane premium is, that includes everything. VIP tour, depending on how many people you bring, might price out better.
Right. Yeah, better than early entry.
And the rest.
Say cheese, said Tony. Oh, that's my brother. All right. No, not the guy, the author.
Tony's not your brother.
No, neither is Willie. But people know Willie. He had a video go viral on TikTok that Disney Parks put out, over 2 million views. He is a well-known PhotoPass cast member, Willie Jackson. And yesterday morning, he was surprised with the prestigious Walt Disney Legacy Award. He's had 15 years at the company, and it's an honor reserved. The Walt Disney Legacy Award is an honor reserved for less than 1% of cast members worldwide, park cast members worldwide, who exemplify the qualities of dream, create, and inspire. As I mentioned, he was in a video last year that went viral. He is the most complimented cast member. He had over 1,000 guest compliments last year, and he has officially earned the title again this year, and the year's not even over yet. So that's just crazy. Congratulations to Willie. I've never encountered him, and now I'm jealous. I want to encounter him. And what's nice, so these Legacy Awards, they're surprises. They surprise the cast members on stage with them. And I guess they all do them the same day, or at least in a short period of time, because I had a bunch of TikToks last night of people getting their Legacy Awards. And that was just really, really, really cool, including one young lady who filmed, I'm on an airplane going to surprise my dad as he's receiving a Legacy Award, who works at Sanaa, a server who got it, and his daughter was there too. And just really cool. Some feel-good stuff.
Becca, one of her favorite things, anytime we're in the parks, if she sees a blue name tag, she makes sure to say congratulations. The cast members always know exactly what she's talking about, even if she doesn't point to her chest when she says it, and they always really appreciate it. Even internationally, over in Disneyland Paris and stuff, they have them. The only tarnish on that award is someone we know who also got one.
Did he?
I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong. That's why I'm not saying.
All right, yeah, we're not going to say their name just in case.
Yeah, but speaking, there's a new game coming, Magic Match 3D. It's supposed to be a chill challenge, not a chilling challenge. Cleaning up magical clutter. I guess that's supposed to be relaxing. But yeah, this is a new game coming in partnership between Disney and Jam City. And it'll arrive later this year. You can pre-register now. It'll be available for iOS and Android. And so if you like cleaning up magical clutter instead of, cleaning up clutter in your actual house, then this game is for you.
This is really what you do in this game. You just tap and clean clutter. See,
we could have an app like this. But...
What's wrong with me? People like doing. My wife likes playing the hidden object games. You're just looking at a screen and trying to find hidden objects. All you're doing is looking at the screen trying to find hidden objects. I get no joy from this. This is a similar type thing. There needs to be a study on people who enjoy something like this and people who don't, and what's fundamentally different about us. Console or mobile?
Mobile.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to spend $60 for a game where you clean up magical clutter, you have at it. But no console release.
Did you know before I played the video
that it was mobile?
Yeah,
100%.
Okay. What about time? Oh, that's the difference between us, people who do and people who don't, is time. I gotcha.
Gotcha.
Doobie, do you have ADD? Doobie does not have ADD. Doobie has the opposite of ADD. Doobie can focus on one thing for a long time.
Are you sure? Because every one of our shows, you get distracted by the smallest thing, and then.
But maybe I don't know.
Dive in too deep on the focusing.
I don't know the official definition of ADD, so I don't know. Maybe I do. I do know that when I'm working on something, I can't be distracted. So.
Well, on this day in 1938, a musician was born. He apparently had a Disney Channel concert special, and one of his most famous songs was in George of the Jungle 2, that classic. But most importantly, he knows how to fry some chicken.
Oh, Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, yes. He knows when to hold them, knows when to fold them. This day in 1989, an actress was born. She appeared in Ice Princess and is a voice in Dinosaur and A Bug's Life and more.
Yeah, I'm not going to get
And if you save her, you'll save the world.
Oh, Hayden Panettiere?
Yeah.
I love Hayden Panettiere.
Didn't know her 2 seconds ago, but suddenly. On this day in 1995, a classic Disneyland attraction closed.
People Mover.
People Mover.
Yeah, I was there. I saw the people walked off. They didn't know it was closed. One day, People Mover
They stopped
opened.
moving.
One day, People Mover opened, not realizing it would be the last day it would ever operate.
Well, neither this attraction. In 1999, an attraction closed at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
And they didn't know either?
I mean, it might have known, but this was 1999. What year did Animal Kingdom open?
So it must be like the Discovery Island riverboats.
Discovery Riverboats. Yes, that is correct.
One of its incarnations.
And a movie that didn't know it was its last day on Disney Plus, but it was released in 2020 and it is no longer available to view.
Well, it's not Craters, the one I always go to, because that was not a 2020 release. Timmy Failure.
No.
I don't
know. This is a movie that you learned involves Angelina Jolie is in the movie.
Nope.
The one and only Ivan.
Yeah. That's a Disney Channel straight to?
What?
That's straight to Disney Plus?
Yeah. And it's no longer there.
Dang, I never got to see it.
Maybe it might be available to rent on Amazon. It might be one of those that made it over there. I will check while we play.
Let's take it like a sorcerer's streak, where we settled a question yesterday. Would the online reservation system for Beak and Barrel be successfully booking reservations within an hour? It was. Yay. Hey, got to fix this. That should say the answers. So congratulations to them for doing that. My assistant did not properly add that if statement. Will Disney announce an official opening date for Zootopia Better Together today at the presentation? That is the pending question right now. Do you know what you answered for this one, Kyle?
I went with yes, because I think we're getting to be that time.
I went with yes as well. I think it's very, very likely that will be happening. And today's question to be answered tomorrow, as Halloween time officially kicks off tomorrow, will Guardians of the Galaxy, Monsters After Dark, which is already open, even though Halloween time hasn't kicked off, will it reach a wait time of 70 minutes or higher by 6 p.m. Pacific? Now, it opens at 2 p.m. Pacific, so that gives it 4 hours to reach 70 minutes at least once. So click that wait time link over there to look at the history for the past couple of days and make your prediction. Who is winning Sorcerer's Streak? It is Jeremy Parker. Jeremy Parker with a streak of 6. The next highest is 4, which is me. And I can let you know that streak is not current. So I'm not catching Jeremy, at least not anytime soon.
I need Zootopia. I need that to be announced today so I can get back up to 4.
Okay, so you're on a streak right now. There is a possibility.
As Gio shared on Discord, we're going streaking.
So you have
Gio has a streak of 1.
So Kyle is not on the top list right now, but if he gets today, he'll be up to 4. You probably will be on the list. My streak is not going to get any longer, and Jeremy Parker is a Superman. Sorcerer's Streak, LastPlace.com/streak, or just go to Fun and Games and select Sorcerer's Streak right there. Or if you're on mobile, just click Sorcerer's Streak right there and come play with us.
I've looked it up, and you can rent the one and only Ivan on Amazon Prime Video Ultra HD for $3.99, or you can buy it for $19.99. Although, as I come to the listing, it has a little tag, and it says Oscar nominee. And I don't know what it would be nominated for an Oscar for, nor did I even realize that it'd be eligible for an Oscar because it was just on Disney Plus. I don't know if it just means that there's an Oscar nominee in the movie. I mean, that's a possibility because it's got.
So I'm looking right now on Wikipedia. It was nominated for Outstanding Visual Effects Feature Film by the Hollywood Post Alliance Awards.
All right.
Best Visual Effects by the Academy Awards. It was nominated for an Academy Award.
There you go. I had no idea. I'm sure we wrote about it at the time. But yeah, completely forgot about that. And so
So why was it eligible?
I don't know. Maybe because it was 2020, so there were special rules.
Oh, okay. Maybe so. Wow. Okay, I think we're done.
Yes, we are. Although it's 10:01, so let me just give a quick refresh to see what's going on. As a reminder, we are expecting lots of news, or at least some news from Walt Disney World today. So we're going to be doing a special Inside LP coming up at, I believe it's at, let me just look before I get it wrong, but it'll be later this afternoon. You know what you could do? Subscribe and ring the bell so you know exactly when we go live. Actually, it's already scheduled, so you could also just open that video and wait for it. It is going to be at 1 o'clock Pacific today. That's the time that I thought it was in the first place. And yeah, should be a good time. We'll go through whatever we learn from that event and any other news that pops up in between now and then.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. Obviously, stay tuned later for that. I assume you're going to be back for that, right, Kyle?
Hadn't considered.
Okay, someone will be back. I think it's going to be Kyle. And then we'll be back tomorrow. If you missed, we'll be back tomorrow for the Friday edition. Obviously, we'll be talking about whatever news comes out today and anything else that happens. Don't forget to celebrate ESPN Day.
Yay.
We'll see you later.
Bye.